Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel and yes, it's been a while. So today I'm going to go over the rules and everything I've set in place for my trading and the process behind them. Um, it's been quite some time. I purchased a funded account and then I blew it up and then I basically got the insights and everything like what did I do wrong and all that stuff. So today I'm going to go over all of that and show you guys that what was my thinking and how did I end up, getting those rules and all that stuff. So let's get into it. So this is my P&L. As you can see, I did not even see a positive day till now in the account. I was this close to be profitable, but now I'm right here, basically at 13.29, which is really, really bad. But then I basically came up around $300, which is amazing. I've had a lot of terrible days, basically, but let me go over the rules I've set in place. Right here, these are the rules I've set in. As you can see, so as you guys can see, these are all the rules I've set in place. So what are these rules about? Basically, these are the rules I've set after going over all of the trades I've had. So I've taken around, let's see, 125 trades till I have, like, since I've started this account, and it's been very, it's a roller coaster, honestly. And as you can see, I've had a lot of losses, like a lot. And compared to my wins, they are not that much. So right here, these are all my wins, and losses are like too long. So I went over all the trades individually, getting the insights about. So I went over like the timing, the stocks itself, the tickers, the risk to reward, the way I trade, and all that stuff. And what I found out was, I'm just gonna open any random trade. Let's say just this. So over here, okay, this is pre-market. This is definitely a not a good example. Let's say over here, so over here, I went long right here. But as you can see, so I did this with every trade, and I was like, let me just see overall in the end, what is the basic trend, you know, like what did the stock end up doing after, let's say, 5-10 minutes of this when I took the trade. And I basically went over all the trades like that. And what I found out was that all of these trades, most of these trades right here, which could have given me, like, possibly my strategy was perfect, my everything was perfect, apart from one thing. All these trades could have easily given me $50 plus. Easily. I'm saying easily, like easily could have done it. But they did not. Why didn't they do it? Because of one simple reason, and that was my entries. My entry on on all of these stocks, as well as my stop losses. So I did not have a defined stop loss, like a logical stop loss. I just had a random place of stop loss, or very close to the moving averages or the technical level. So both of these things, which are correlated to each other, resulted in all of these trades, which are most of the trades in my account, which could have easily given me around $50 of profit per trade, basically blew up my account. I'll tell you why. You'll be like, oh, actually, these are the trades which blew up your account. No, these are, look at this. Like, I'll say around, so when I did the research, I think around here, from here to like over here, around 28. So these are like 50 fills. 50 trades could have given me such a nice profits. I just didn't take it. And these happened after those trades didn't work in my favor. Basically, I got stopped out, and next thing I know, the stocks boomed. So I made some rules after looking all of those aspects, after looking all of those reports. And I got to know that my strategy, which is the VWAP strategy, is the best strategy for me. Earlier, I was trading like 5 to 6 strategies, and I narrowed it down to just two. And now I'm thinking this one is the only strategy which works for me the best. And if I just follow the strategy, I'm net profitable and I'm good. Pre-market level breakouts with zero risk. This is the second strategy which I made, but like I'm decreasing this day by day. I am possibly only going to take the AAA setups in this and nothing else. This is a very risky strategy. I don't think so. I've refined it enough to be confident. Save yourself and your mental energy. This is what I actually wrote after I had the biggest loss day and biggest terrible day in terms of mental, psychology as well. I was so frustrated and I was like, trading is not for me. So I wrote this down to remind myself that, you know, you have been profitable. You have proven that the systems and your trade book works. You just have to be vigilant and you just have to be disciplined. Do not trade anything else. Most of these losses, most like the reason I blew up my account after after all of those trades was because I was taking random trades at that point. Random trades. Like it's not even my strategy. The stock is doing something else. Stock is clearly showing something else, and I'm like, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So I wrote this down that do not trade anything else. Do not trade the emotion because that was emotional trading. That was not technical trading, or that was not the actual trading I do or I want to do. If you have a loss, please do not lose it and take the trade right away. Again, all of these losses as like now it works in my favor. Then boom, I'm gonna take the trade right away, and next thing I know, it's gonna fail again or it's gonna stop me out, and I just go into that spiral mode, the snowball mode, and next thing I know, I have the biggest red day of my life. The first partial should be around 1.5 hours from now on to make it worth it. So when I went over all of these trades, I found out, as I told you, that I could have easily made around $50 per trade. So why didn't this happen? Let's see if I can get a good example. I'm gonna go for a loss one. Let's say around $8. Netflix. Okay, maybe this. I don't know. Is it a good one? It is. It is actually a good one. Okay. So look at this. Now over here, the VWAP possibly was around right here. This was possibly the VWAP. So what you can see is this is a VWAP break up or VWAP breakout strategy. So over here, what could have I done differently? So this is a very choppy day. As you can see, it's not a very clean move. It's a choppy day. It's a choppy move. But this could have easily given me $50 plus. Why do I say that? I'll show you. Basically, as I told you, this could have easily been the VWAP. I was watching this stock because I didn't take this trade randomly. This was a planned trade. I was watching this stock, but because I didn't have a entry criteria, because I didn't have a exit criteria, because I didn't have a stop loss criteria, I just went in here randomly. I have a entry exit criteria, which I'm gonna tell you after this, but let's discuss this first. So I went in here and I thought, oh, it's too far from VWAP. Right when it pulled up on me, I was like, okay, I'll take the risk. Right when it pulled up on me, no moving average, no nothing, just gut feeling that, oh, I don't wanna, I'm too scared. I get out over here. I get out over here. This is so stupid. Why? Because it does not make it worth it for the trading. Because my average loss, basically, let's say I took okay, I'll get to that. Let me get to the second part. The second part is how I do the trade now, how I would take this trade right now. So I'm watching this trade. This is the VWAP breakout candle, and this is the retest. Basically, I'm getting in the retest. I'm gonna watch this two, three times. If it does not reject like two, three times, I'm gonna get in right here, or max to max right here. If it misses and comes right here, I'm not gonna take the trade because of the risk and reward. So that's what I did. I would have, let me draw this again. I would have taken the trade right here, around here, and I would have taken the first partial around 1.5 hours. So my risk would be, I'm going to take a technical level, so around 1950, which is like around here. So my risk would be around here. So this is 1.5 hour. So I would have taken my first partial right here. This is my first partial. And I would have not moved my stop loss from here. So basically, let's just say for argument's sake, this would have given me $100 loss if it, didn't work in my favor. This would have given me my first partial, not the whole profit, first partial, which is 60 to 70%, depending on the day and depending on the how the stock is behaving. The way this is behaving, I would have taken 80% over here. So I would have taken 80% partial or 75% depending on, this was a nice move. So basically I would have taken first partial right here, and this would have easily given me, the first partial itself would have given me around $90. And then the next I would have let it run for another 1 hour and then see how the stock is. So another 1 hour would be around right here and right here. I would have taken 25% off. So this would have given me another, let's say around $25. Yeah, $25 easy. So this is already $115. Now I would have let the other position run, and this trade would have easily given me around 130 to $150 in total. Easy. Only if I follow the strategy. My target usually, I do set a target, and my target would have been the high of the day around this candle, honestly, which it did. So I would have probably, taken most of like 90% of position right here. And then what I usually do is I will either wait for the opportunity to add, or I will let it run and see when it peaks. So probably when this was, broken like this, I would have seen this candle. This candle, if it was red, I would have gotten out completely over here. So this is my example, this is and this has happened to so many stocks I have traded, so many entries over there, the whole list I showed you. This is what was happening. I was right about the trend of the stock. I was right about the strategy of the stock. Doesn't matter if the day was choppy, the stock was performing well. There was volume, there was a nice trading opportunities. But what, because I didn't have a nice criteria, entry, exit criteria, stop loss criteria, because I didn't have it, all these nice trades, all these nice moves were always in the negative for me. So it doesn't matter, if the stock eventually did what I wanted it to do or no, I was always in negative. Sorry. So yeah, I was like, this has to change. This, I cannot work like this. So that's why I made that rule, which basically says that I have to take my first partial on 1.5 hour from now on and make it at least 60. So this is at least 60%. I can go up to 80% of the position. There are no low price stocks. That's basically because I cannot manage my risk well in those. So right now I'm prohibiting them. I'm not saying I'm not going to trade them ever. I will eventually trade them. Right now, until I have this proven system, I'm gonna stick to these big and large cap stocks with big dollar value. I'm tracking all the days as well, and these are all the trades with all the logs and everything. I basically when I was doing all the deep research and analysis, I thought might as well do it for the days, how the days were choppy, amazing, some trading opportunities, and how were the PNL, like how did I perform on those particular days, when it's an amazing day, how do I perform? When it's a choppy day, how do I perform? What do I need to basically what do I need to look into? What can I make it like what changes can I make so that I'm not repeating the same mistakes. So that's why I made this rules report where it gives me all the reports. So my average PNL, as you can see right here, this clearly sums up which all the stuff which I just said, this clearly sums it up. Whenever I have a choppy day, which is by the way 7 days, my 7 days of choppy days has given me an average PNL of $200. $200, all like almost $200 of average PNL on choppy days. And this month has been terrible for the market. It has been really choppy. Some trading opportunity means that some stocks perform well, most of the market was terrible. So this are more inclined into the spectrum of choppiness. Again, uh my average on these trades PNL is around $30, which is not bad, again, it happens. I've had 5 amazing days, not by PNL, by the market conditions, and my average has been only $100. So compared to this, I have 7 days for $200 losses, and I have 5 days for $100 profit. So this is definitely zero point 0.5 R, 0 0.5 risk to reward. That I'm losing more and I'm making half the money, basically. And the worst part is that market usually performs choppy than amazing days. So as you can see, oops, sorry. So as you can see, 7 into around 200 is around $1,400 right here. Right here, right here. Basically, my choppy days take a lot of chunk. So what next I have to do is that the choppy days I have to control, and I have to not take I've I should not trade the emotion. I should trade the setup, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm I'm trying. I'm gonna try the best, and I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna overtrade because this PNL right here happened because of overtrading. This is overtrading right here. This this is still acceptable, but this is overtrading. Minus $1,400 is overtrading. I took the trades I shouldn't have taken. So yeah, these are the rules and the reports. So I hope I can honor all of these rules and discipline stuff which I made, and trade well, trade with discipline, and be in a calm, cool, and collected way. Be in that good psychological zone. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. This is more of a video journal, so I'm not gonna monetize this for now, and um, I'm not gonna, uh, like basically, I do not have any plans at the moment about this channel, so I'm just doing it for myself. So yeah, that is it, guys, or that is it, future Ashish. Thank you so much. Bye bye.